This is Nick with Builder Brothers Roofing. Starting my inspection at 561 Seaview Place out here in Vista. On top of a unique flat roof, we got a tar and gravel section over here. This section looked to be an old tar and gravel section as well, and then it looks like they went and scraped that gravel away and put a bunch of elastomeric coating over it. Took that coating over this section as well. You can see how this would be a problem area right here. All the water and debris just tends to sit right here in this almost like a dead valley. So you want to make sure that you have the proper material on this roof to ensure that it's not going to leak without having to mess with the pitch of the roof too much. So a good TPO material that would then go over this portion of the roof would make this very, very waterproof. But you can see the majority of the tar or the gravel has depleted from this base, and it's exposed this unlimit for quite some time. All that fiberglass is exposed, and once that fiberglass is exposed, the waterproofing is greatly affected. And it's just a telltale sign that the product itself has gone past its life expectancy. Again, you can see all the repairs that have been done on this roof over and over the years. It looks like it's just one repair after the other almost. You can also see how the majority of the roofing material is starting to come up. You can see how loose all this is, right? So if my finger can lift this up, then obviously water can get underneath it. But again, you can see all that base is exposed, all the fiberglass is exposed as well. So these are all telltale signs that the product itself has gone past that life expectancy. And just based off the age of the roof, based off of the amount of damaged base that we see, this is a prime candidate for a new roof. Again, more limit that's been exposed for quite some time. We also have a number of solar panels that are on this roof. These will have to be removed and reinstalled. And I'm not a huge fan of the way that these solar panels were installed either. You can see how a lot of the sealant around these penetrations is starting to wear through. And on a flat roof, if not sealed properly or flashed properly, then these penetrations will find a way to leak. So you can see how all that's starting to wear away. Over here on this section, we have a ballast system when it comes to the install. These panels are basically just installed on these little bricks, which holds everything down, which is fine. So we'll do this a lot of times when you want to limit the amount of penetrations on a flat roof, which is a good thing. So we can go ahead and reinstall these panels the same way. But again, you can see how all the flashings, all the sealant around the penetrations is starting to wear through. We've got some funky vents that need to be eliminated. It doesn't look like that's being used either. We have a skylight that looks like just has a bunch of tape around it to help seal it off. This will have to be replaced as well. I wonder how waterproof that has been over the years. But again, you can see the coating has just been kind of applied over and over again, just to prolong the life expectancy of the roof. But based off of what I'm seeing right now, we've got some dormer vents that are going to need to be removed and reinstalled. Those are always going to be very susceptible to leaks. Over here to this section again, more of this coating that was just applied throughout the entire roof. You can see how this section, all the gravel is completely missing, and this underlayment has just been exposed for years and years, allowing a good amount of water to end up coming through it. Whether or not it's leaking right now, there's a very good chance it's going to be leaking in the very near future if there aren't already leaks happening on the house. So, in my professional opinion, yeah, this roof should be replaced. We're going to go ahead and tear this thing down to the decking. We really need to address any kind of bad wood that is underneath this roof. There are a lot of soft spots as I'm walking around it. So any kind of plywood that needs to be replaced will be replaced. And then what I want to do is I want to replace this material with a TPO material. That would be a fantastic material for this particular roof. It's got a couple different properties to it that make me say that. One, it's extremely waterproof. So we got a lot of ponding that goes on over there. We've got areas where water just kind of sits over time. You can see this is kind of an area where that water will just end up accumulating based off all the debris that accumulates over the years. So with the TPO material, the entire roof will then be turned into one singular membrane. It makes it extremely waterproof. The other benefit of that material, since we're out here in Vista, it does get really hot. It's very reflective, so it's going to reflect a lot of sunlight off of the property as well. It's going to cool the home down. And then it's also algae resistant. But we're going to have to come out here After that TPO is installed, we'll go ahead and reinstall these solar panels. We're going to go ahead and use proper TPO loop flashings when we go ahead and install these panels as well, just to ensure the proper waterproofing. And once that is all said and done, this homeowner will have a roof that they will never have to worry about for the next 30 to 35 years. That's it for my inspection.